Good boring, everybody. And that's the type of wordplay you can expect from today's subject, Greg Opie Hughes. He was the straight man, and then he grew discontent with straight manning. Little late today, expressly because I was not dressed to impress. And you may ask, what is so special about this outfit to impress Greg Opie Hughes? And that's Club Soda Kenny. Think I got it, huh? Of everyone that Opie has turned against him, demonized, so on and so forth, Club Soda Kenny would be the one he should have the most positive memories of. I don't want to dress as Anthony. That'll just anger Opie to no end. That'll be a bad time. Oh, that makes a big old noise while we're broadcasting, doesn't it? We'll put that over there. And this was aired earlier today. Opie has 140,000 subscribers. This has just under 300 views in that time. So what was up today, Opester?
Some people have a little sugar in their tank, and they're very, very worried that others will find out they have a little sugar in their tank, and they will do everything.
That means you're going to break down.
Others don't know they have a little sugar in their tank.
Sugar in your tank,
including
means
going after others that have a lot of sugar in their tanks. With that, I say good morning to everybody. Welcome to my live stream.
A different phrase.
We are at the ocean. This is very, very problematic.
We'll
see if we can get this
done.
I
didn't introduce
the wind
myself.
Is blowing
out of me. One of these days, I will run this show like a show. This is hobby month. Next month is business month. I better get it right and let you know I am Dylan and I am your co-host. I am doing an audition for Opie here, who has his own show. Well, he calls it a show. Let's see if we can indeed classify this as a show.
18 miles an hour off the ocean. It's cold and very, very windy. You can see my MacBook is rocking and rolling. So we'll give it a try. If it doesn't work today, then you know what? We'll try to do something a little later. All right. With that, we say good morning to Jive Turkey with the gobble gobble. We got Nick Umberchin.
There's some new podcast in the Dabbleverse I want to support, but neither one of them have a mic. It's hard to listen to nowadays when you've gotten so used to this sound. Like for subreddit surfing, it does make sense for some of the guests if they have something important to say, like, oh, that Real Doll guy. I can't wait to get someone on the phone who has a good internet connection for another Real Doll episode on subreddit surfing.
Off the Facebook, you are first, my friend. Tom Taylor, Wayne Boo Atkins, Sean McGill, 70 Sue, Hugo.
Let's jump ahead
to the Titanic. They know the coordinates of the Titanic, so it's got to be kind of close to there.
Later, I could put Opie heads.
What did they lose?
Change that each show. Now that I know what the fuck I'm doing,
to the bottom of the ocean, and now they're looking out that. Now they're looking out that stupid window and seeing those insanely weird. I don't even call them fish, creatures that live at the bottom of the ocean, where also they got like two giant eyes.
Oh, you're talking about deep
body
ocean
tentacles,
deep sea biology. This is fascinating. I actually find that species are able to exist away from the sunlight. They get in around the heat vents, and they use that rather than using sunlight to exist. So what's your hot take on deep sea, deep ocean biology that doesn't use sunlight, Opie?
Everything on them doesn't make sense. They're probably seeing amazing crap through that one window. And,
he's still just on the window.
Yellow Submarine, Jay Warren. I set you up. That ain't the song of the day. That ain't the song of the day. There's a very obvious song of the day when it comes to the Titanic thing. And I hummed a little bit of it a little earlier. So you got to know your music knowledge.
After all,
love is like oxygen. Jive Turkey. You know what, brother? That is not a bad song choice. Not a bad song choice.
Was I saying the right thing, or was I saying the cartoon man?
On your home of rock and roll. This rock block goes out to the submarine that's lost at the bottom of the ocean. Here's Love is Like
They have a
Oxygen
special
on your
name
home
for
of
it
rock and roll.
because it's like a pressure tank.
Jesus.
We send a
The
pressure tank
shock
all
as
the way
people
down
are
there.
listening
It
to
should
their
work
radios.
in the middle of
The Edmund
space
Fitzgerald, that's
as
a
well,
good one,
right?
Ariella. That's a very good choice. Not the one I'm thinking of,
Shot
though.
one into space. We probably have
Celine
something more efficient.
Dion. I don't go for obvious stuff, Sarah. Sarah.
Opie streams to Facebook, as you can see. I chose not to stream
Damn,
to
coffee's cold
Facebook.
already, too. This
Twitter
sucks.
instead.
No, it's not the Yellow Submarine. We got past.
So we've got YouTube watchers, Facebook watchers.
That.
I do have boomers on my Facebook page.
Perhaps less than that, Opie,
maybe
if they're breathing hard and panicking. Oh, yeah, they're
Twitter.
saying they got enough oxygen.
I think Twitter gets 0 views because I've never been a Twitter.
And this fight's going on. Like, we got to conserve our oxygen. And you know the billionaire is
sing
like,
the song, Opie.
You know, he's taking precedent down
sing
there.
The song.
He's got his big fat head, checking out the
He's
scene
not
outside
sing the song,
the
is
big
he?
round
Why bring
window.
it up? We want to hear you
Big
sing like the Bastion.
Window. Under the Sea, Wayne Buatkins. I like that. That's a good choice too. Just a little toe tapper.
He's just doing radio bits now. I actually cut a clip for this. I don't know if I included it in episode 3, but I did cut a clip of Opie just doing radio bits. What's the best rock song? What's the best Styx song? And he's not using a radio voice. What is that? Did he get that somewhere? Is that a reference? Like, I've got a brother who's got a unique laugh. And it's a fake laugh. Everyone who I said, no, that's your buddy from back in the day who got a girlfriend and we never saw him again. And it just hits him like, yes, it is a fake laugh, that he's just a psychopath and doesn't know how to laugh. So that's become his laugh.
When she's gone, that's a very good one, because you get down, maybe someone could look that up, no more than 200 feet, I think, and then it gets very, very dark in the ocean. Very, very dark.
No sunlight. Yeah. Further down you go, sunlight cannot
deep
pierce.
Is very good from Phil Collins.
And sunlight.
Damn, you guys are coming up with songs I'm not even thinking of.
Animals cannot live.
Deep is a very good one. Cheers to Adam Price. Was that a Genesis song, though, or a Phil Collins song? I'm trying to remember.
He really has nothing to add to undersea biology other than it's weird.
That kind of money. Yeah, no kidding.
How about the colossal squid?
Hell of a way to go.
The colossal squid and the giant squid are two different squid, because they didn't believe in giant squid. Then they found that, and then one so big, this is a different species.
Damn it!
This one bigger than the giant.
This could beat my
colossal.
No. My song is
the biggest
perfect.
eye in the planet.
Sorry, but my song is perfect. But this one is a
don't know that it uses the eye way down there. That colossal
I like
squid.
that. Do I give it away? I really want someone to get it on their own. Would you ever get back?
We could be having this banter together, Opie.
No. Time out.
But you're immediately going to call me a detractor because I'm doing this.
And if you
that's thin skin for a ball buster. That's
I can't.
Just been the story of this Dabbleverse is the ball busters, Stuttering John, Shuley, everyone. Opie cannot take the ball busting back. That's why Opie is just going to insist that I am a detractor instead of trying to help.
People that
and I'm a little bit of both, Opie.
Well, I guess they work for me.
So I guess flip a coin when you choose what to call me. Detractor,
I'm trying to move
or an
on.
assistant.
These assholes every morning ask me questions.
Because I'm wearing the Club Soda Kenny outfit. I'm looking for the assistant job.
People in the private Facebook group that they came to me and went, we've been talking and we really wish you would move on. So I'm trying. Down in the ocean sucks worse for 250 G's. Yeah, but if you got
better at that muting the mouth noises.
G's to go down to the
one
Titanic,
for one.
That's pocket money for these a-holes. Are you kidding me? It's what's gonna hurt is when he comes up,
use your voice, Opie, then it might be entertaining.
Are you kidding me? Money and writing that check.
I might have to jump ahead again. This is as entertaining as the roll
I'm going down. That's a very
good
one. Okay, the Titanic. Thank you, John Kors. What did I say? I said 3 miles, but it's the Titanic is 2.4.
I'm on Titanic talk. I keep getting different cartoons of the ship going down and breaking in half. They make toys. I think I want one of them. Oh, a super chat. Let's see how Opie likes this super chat. He keeps $2 up there for a long time. He's really happy with that $2.
The real story here is that Barack Obama loved dating handsome women.
Does that make a difference, that sound? I think that was just for my headphones.
Oh, so the search area is almost the size of Texas. Oh my God. Why
$2
all that?
incoming.
I don't understand why the search area is that large. The eerie sound of the pressure slowly crushing your sub. And where do they go to the bathroom on that thing? Oh, right in front of each other. At that point, you don't give a crap. You literally don't give a crap.
Still taking radio requests.
Guys, I am way behind the comments, but you know
See,
what?
it's completely different.
Mr. Kill Everything just saved me, so thank you. If you want your comment to be seen right away, you give
King
me
of
a
all
super
dips.
chat. That's how this works.
I feel like I've verbally sparred with him.
Wipes out
Like he threw some zingers back at each other.
comments, so you can just rewrite it. Good morning, Opie. Today is a great day. God bless. Mr. Kill Everything. All right. You want to explain why today's a great day, Mr. Kill Everything? I would like to know. I would like to know.
That's got to be a troll, right? Being so chipper and cheery from Mr. Kill Everything. God bless from Mr. Kill Everything. Well done. I love Mr. Kill Everything being such a happy-go-lucky guy.
It's a wonderful day, but it's definitely very chilly and windy at the ocean. We've had a lot of wind the last 3 or 4 days, which has made it kind of hard to hang out on the beach. And if we're not hanging out on the beach, it's
hard to hang out in the Hamptons. Got to go 30
That's
stories
right.
above.
Maybe we'll go roller
in my luxury
skating
Manhattan.
Yes. Maybe we'll go roller skating. But thanks for the $2,
condo.
Mr. Kill Everything. So I made $2
House in the
today
sky.
live streaming for everybody. Thank you very much.
Construction nightmare.
All right, one more. You know what? I got to make another cup of coffee because my coffee went cold.
Coffee.
And I haven't figured out
coffee
the
went
coffee
cold
thing yet. We got
too,
a brand new coffee cup,
Opie.
and I like the fact that it makes individual cups, but that means I got to set it up, then come back.
Oh,
down,
Jay Warren.
and then go.
I wonder if he's being serious or if this is a Jesse
Ventura
Ventura joke.
Let me see.
Because I was a demolitions expert, an underwater demolitions expert. We're going back to the deep sea life underwater with Jesse Ventura, the former governor of Minnesota, getting all those crustaceans out of that giant submarine way underwater. He is for the planet. Jesse Ventura is. That's why he exposed HARP for what they really are on his conspiracy program. Go on.
I do got something to play today. Because I got a lot of crap on I think it's wait. No, hold on a minute. Yeah, I do got something to play today. Is that the short one? Okay. Joe Rogan's still trending. I got a lot of crap for kind of calling out Joe Rogan.
Oh, Joe Rogan math. That's a clip unto itself. I think I need to pull that especially for another time. I'm pretty sure I saved that. His Joe Rogan math is amazing. He has no idea the economics. Let's see. Can I Command Shift 3? Nope, that took it from this screen. Oh well, I'll find more silly Opie faces.
No, you didn't. Because since day one of me doing radio shows, I was always controversial and saying stuff you didn't like, but you were okay
like
with
the mayor
it,
is dead.
Just accept it and go, all right, he's being a jerk today.
No,
but
did
I
it?
still like the guy.
Who got him fired?
So you never
the Sex for Sam. Sex at a church got him fired.
So but
Sam Adams
disavowed. Putting a
disavowed.
short clip up on Twitter. You know, going.
Did both of them get him fired?
Here's the long form one. It's only 3 minutes, but it'll give me time to get my coffee going, and then we'll come back.
Such a
and
New
we'll figure out what the
Yorker.
song of the day is as far as the Titanic thing goes. It's so obvious. I'm amazed no one.
You know what you need? You need two assistants.
This I call
you bring Kenny back. You bring me. The show will go to the moon, Opie.
Right? So watch this, and I promise I'll be right back. Stay there. Please.
Yes, I think it's pathetic what Joe Rogan has decided to do with his giant audience and influence.
Take it away, Opie. Opie's taking a break. Hi, thank you, Opie. This is Opie. I want to see live Opie. Let's. He threw to himself. That's one thing that I've learned about doing an intro. I don't think I can do my own announcer voice. It sounds fucking weird. If I would have thought of this beforehand or have a producer, I'd have him bring up the famous wrestling video. You're really fired up. Yep. Jumping Jeff Farmer. That's what it is. The announcer is doing live, and then he throws to himself from earlier, and it's just another small little detail on something wretched that makes it all the more mwah.
And I just did, but basically, Bill
Opie's
Burr's on
Joe
Rogan's
Rogan
show.
math
They're
is
both
like Steiner
smoking
math.
giant. We're very
So Samoa
successful
Joe.
guys, cigars.
Odds are not good
And
for you.
Joe goes into this topic a little bit, and Bill Burr's like, well, no, we're not doing this. We don't know anything about this. You don't have a medical degree. I don't have a medical degree. I'm not going to sit here and debate this crap because I don't know what I'm talking about. So cheers to Bill Burr on that. And Bill Burr was able to say it in a way where he was able to call out Rogan and still be friends with him. That's always been my problem over the years.
I want
call
Burr
people
to
out,
do
and
a
then I
show with Joe
destroy a
DeRosa again.
bridge. But
XM
there you have it.
didn't pull the trigger as much as they could. They both Sirius and XM. Like I think it was a money issue with XM. Sirius just had their heads up their asses the whole time. That corporate just threw money at big celebrities and didn't realize the gold of Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. I think there's only like 10 episodes. I highly recommend checking out the Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa show. They're good buddies and they really piss each other off. Joe DeRosa, actually, he was the in Better Call Saul. He was the veterinarian. Like I can't believe that actually flew under my radar the first few times till he came back in the later years. DeRosa's here.
Okay, let's get back to the every breath you take.
Former buddy of Colt
That's
Cabana.
a very good one,
Oh,
man.
I don't know.
We're looking for. I'll give it away in
DeRosa.
literally 2 minutes because who cares at this point? But there's the song of the day, and it has everything to do with the Titanic, and it's a song
of the
from
day.
the 80s.
Is he turning into
Mr. Kill
Scorch?
Everything is
We got the
back.
song of the day.
Mrs. is doing
Pause
much
for the
better.
pause
That's why-
here on Opie
God,
Radio.
I remember. Yeah, that's why
Doing
it's
a lot of
great
cheersing.
day. Cheers to Mr. Kill Everything. Sorry. I'm happy to hear that, brother. I'm happy to hear that. All right. All right.
Mr. Kill Everything. You made a
is-
fan today.
Joe is
Keep
on-
being just the
wait,
jolliest
wait.
guy around.
Joe is on
I love
weeds.
it.
That's very funny. People can't deal with
The
Opie's
over-cheersing,
honesty.
that
No,
actually
man. And
bugged
then
the
they act
shit out
like,
of me on set. Oh, it was actually the Twin Peaks. I was in the bar at Twin Peaks, and one of the extras just, you do the, well, maybe you don't know that as a background actor, you don't speak. You do the pantomiming, and she just kept, like, we ran like 3 minutes, maybe less, around 3 minutes, and just so many, oh. How many times do you cheers in real life? I don't do it once per minute. That's a bit excessive. Like I was down for it with one, and then I think I actually gave her notes myself, something small that the assistant director might have not caught. But I'm like, I don't know how much they're seeing of us, but let me use the boot cup. Cheers, again and again. Bullshit. Not once per minute, every minute, because you ran out of things to do because you're a shitty actor and you're not even going to make it as a background actor. But what do you have to say about it, Opie?
What happened to you? You changed. I'm looking around like, yeah, I've changed in many ways in my life, but as far as being honest and calling out people and pissing off like friends of mine, radio
everyone
of mine, people that are close
everyone
to me,
left him. I think E-Rock. Would You Kindly, I think, is E-Rock's show now. He was like the last guy trying to defend Opie, trying not to be the bad guy to Opie, and Opie ran E-Rock off. Like I think he was the last one, which as I'm saying, hopefully Opie's mentally unwell brain helps him think of the good days of Club Soda Kenny, getting him up for the show and driving him and serving him breakfast and just being his mother bird all around. And then Opie would shit on Anthony because he's an independent man getting himself into work from, what was it, Long Island? I don't know the New York layout as well as I do the Los Angeles layout, but I can get all Californians with you on the Los Angeles layout. People who lived in Los Angeles love to do that shit. That's why that gag is extra funny
always been
for
that
those
guy.
who know.
And it made me very successful, but it's also hurt me over the years. I understand that now. I understand that
shit don't go away.
Should have been a little more balanced, but what are you gonna do? Spuds Buckley, Rogan doesn't say anything bad about
Rogan.
you. Will be, so I don't get it, man. He always says that you were the motivating force behind him doing what he does. Whatever, dude.
Incorrect.
I can only
Anthony
say
was
it
the
another,
motivating force.
100 times. And then you'll
Anthony
listen.
was doing a live from the compound show from his basement, and that's still what he does to this day. He does his show. Actually, they got a studio. He tried to do it out of his basement for a very long time, but it was easier to get guests in New York City. And the Anthony, is his mansion still up for sale? Like he it's very much a McMansion. Someone, I think it was Red Bar, dissected it very much, and he just made it a dude place, and it's just not as far as what you'd expect from a mansion in, excuse me, Long Island. It's a 5, I guess. It's not terrible, not awful. The choices he made on the interior didn't help, but it was for him.
I lost all respect for him when he didn't even get back to me when I was trying to get him on my podcast. And I know a lot of people. He's a massive
Opie's
star right now.
podcast was not a podcast. He didn't have a microphone like this. He was trying to do something else, and it seemed very low effort. Certainly, he would just carry around. I have the audio recorder around here, but a very common, like few $100 audio recorder that does a very good job. And it can be used for 1-2 people, but he would just set it down in a populated bar open to the public with 6 guys, and that was not a show. Joe Rogan had a certain brand at that point, like maybe Joe Rogan 10 years before Opie tried doing that shit. I think he would come in, but Rogan being where he was, I don't think he does Anthony's show, but he has Anthony on. He doesn't have Opie on. Anthony doing his own thing. He's got, as he said, he parachuted from popularity, and he's landed where he is to a certain amount. So Opie plummeted. Here we are.
Right now, he's
Opie.
Pretty much one of the most
if
famous
he gives
people.
his videos a clickbaity title with Jim Norton
start thinking
or Anthony, they get a lot of clicks.
And I just needed one.
But Anthony was the inspiration with his home podcasting, and then Sirius told him to knock it off.
Hour. I was in a really bad spot after they let me go at Sirius XM, and I was trying to reinvent myself.
Opie took a picture of a man shitting,
and I needed some of these big hitters.
He tied HR's hands
to help me for once. Yes, for the first time in my life and my career, I was actually looking for favors. And I was never that guy. And this is why I was never that guy.
And then he waited, a year and a half to do anything? Striking while the iron's hot, Opie. You were always very concerned with what's next and not signing very long deals. So you struck while the iron was hot. 18 months later, after anyone heard anything from you, you launched something that I bet got Tim Sabean fired. Tim Sabean was a bigwig over at Westwood One, and he was a big force in getting Opie Radio on the air. I bet that got him fired. It debuted at like number 2 in all of podcasts, and then it was out of the top 10 by week 3 and nowhere to be seen by week 5.
Disappointing you left and right. So that's why I have a major problem with Rogan.
But his sound sounds good. I don't see a mic on him.
Came up with some
especially being outside in the wind.
Oh, the UFC, this or that, I can't do it. But he
like we're hearing it pick up some. It's not as bad as I would expect.
All he wants, but what it means nothing to me. Literally nothing. I'm so sick of these guys that I knew I really helped out a lot. They helped out the show too. Of course.
What am I quoting there?
But
I started pulling clips. I've got to pull the nothing. That's Lovitz.
They could go after
What's Lovitz doing when he says that?
I don't give a crap how much money he has. I don't give a crap how big his audience is. He really let me down, and it shows that he's not a good person. So he could praise me all he wants, but it means nothing. Nothing.
And now just shitting on Joe Rogan's opinion means jack shit.
Move away from that.
Now I just want Rogan to mention him to see Opie do an about face on his next podcast. He's just angry and pissed that Rogan's washed his hands of that half of Opie and Anthony. And what is it, like once a year, once every other year, once Anthony has something to promote that he has Anthony on? They're not buddies like everyone else at the Opie and Anthony show who went to work for Anthony and worked for you very briefly.
Iron Kyle. Good morning, Precious, aka Popcorn Buddha. Remember when you and your brothers went to the Poconos and you bought 400 pounds of popcorn?
This tickles Opie something special.
How are you coming up with this crap?
He was a
How
listener.
Are you coming up with this
Listeners
crack,
remember random shit.
This crap, Cast Iron Kyle. Oh my God. Not only does he give me $5, which I greatly appreciate.
He was so tickled, like he's
can't even tell you what I'm going to do.
Thrown off his game.
I've made
someone remembering the good
Maybe
times.
I'll get a half a smoothie today.
A good time that he hasn't thought of recently.
I live stream for you people so I could get a half a fucking smoothie. Cast Iron. I gotta tell this story. The popcorn Buddha.
So far, I haven't.
Oh my God.
The mic. I'm doing better.
I forgot exactly how
Last
he came into
stream
my
was
life
something
with
terrible with the
Popcorn
mic
Buddha.
hitting, but I am the man without a face currently.
And
with this going on, the way it's set up.
Do you remember some of the details, Cast Iron? Anyway, this guy was a huge fan of, actually, me personally. And I think he sent us popcorn. We really liked his popcorn, and we promoted him on the show big time because he was one of the first people that were really pushing all sorts of different flavored popcorn out there. And he had a booming business, and people were buying popcorn left and right because of his mentions on the radio show.
That last little mouth noise made its way in, didn't it?
So then my
Stuttering John
brother
has a popcorn story too. You want to tell it, Ope? I think he told it on your podcast
families,
because he
took a little
told it
trip to the
everywhere.
Poconos, overnight trip.
And I think I heard Jackie Martling tell that story first, and then John, yeah, that happened to me. Let me tell you the popcorn story.
Which way back in the day, they actually played a PGA tournament there.
Ooh, some Jackie laugh drops.
Event, I should say. Look it up. And all of a sudden we
that's gonna bug me where Lovett said nothing like that.
Where we're staying.
It can only be so many things.
So I go
Lovett
in
wasn't
with
in
my,
a lot of
my
stuff.
brother's family. He has 3 kids. I had my 2, so we had 5 kids, 4 adults. We got 9 people. And the guy is so excited I'm there. So excited. He's giving me a whole tour, showing me the giant vats, how they make the flavors, and blah, blah, blah.
Ooh, do I have that
interesting?
No, I don't have
look
that.
up.
Damn it.
90%
ready. I'm bringing
all sorts of popcorn you could.
Actually, I tried to. Oh, I remember what it was. I had a problem importing it into StreamYard, and I know exactly how to fix it.
Shot radio guy, right? I'm like, bro, tell your kids to get whatever they want. This guy, because I've made him so much money with his mentions on my radio show, this guy is going to give us a ton of popcorn for free. And then the guy,
400.
He's taking pictures with me in front of his giant popcorn Buddha painting on the wall.
You had more to go to get to a ton.
And as I'm like just schmoozing with the guy, and the guy can't believe I'm in his store. The kids are just buying
1,600 away from a ton.
Flavors of popcorn. They put it on the counter, and here we go. Here we go. And I'm looking at my brother all cocky, like, yeah, you know, this is what fame is.
You, me,
man.
and
you know,
Club Soda Kenny.
You get something
here
like this,
we
right?
go.
I'm giving him the look like my crap don't stink. And then the lady behind the counter, the guy was pretty much 5 feet away. So I heard everything. She basically said, I don't remember the exact total anymore.
I could throw mute on and go over there and not tell you about it.
She goes, that'll be like, let's say, that'll be $250. I look at my brother. My brother's looking at me like, dude, I ain't paying $250 for popcorn. We can go to a stupid supermarket and get a couple. So then I pull out my credit card.
Cough mic, cough button used for coughing. Yay. Look at me upping my amateurism.
I give him a look like
level 2 amateur
and then
now.
At the last second, he throws in a bag of their patriotic popcorn, which was like red, white.
I don't think Opie said anything interesting about this popcorn story as I've talked over it.
And then all the pictures.
Is this one of those stories where it's just an anecdote, where it's just a phrase? Yeah, we got a bunch of free popcorn. He took us for a tour. I think that's all Opie's been babbling on about for this time, and he hasn't said anything.
Social media because it was kind of interesting in general.
July
flavors. Would just take care of us. I would post all his shit.
He's doing better with his voice.
Not going over here. So anything I posted on social media, it definitely helped the person. I got back. I never talked.
Does
to
he
the
still
guy
have a
again.
team
I didn't
behind him?
post
I'd have
one
to
video
check out the
or
rest of his
picture.
page.
I was so mad, but it's my
It
my
wouldn't be
fault for
surprising
assuming.
if that team
And
that was helping him cut videos and do some photoshops and such left already within 3 months. Just looking at his thumbnails should be able to prove or disprove if the
me
team
and my
is
brother to
there.
this day laugh at that story. He points and laughs at me like, because my
Cheers.
siblings, they
I don't think he's
in
done
general
the
they're proud of me,
cheers
but they
yet.
don't give a crap about the Opie from Opie and Anthony. They truly don't care, which I like.
Oh, they hated that Opie. Everyone in your family hated
God,
Radio
Cast
Opie.
Iron Kyle. I
That's
forgot about
why
that
Anthony
story.
got villainized so much, was because he had to throw it on somebody and still go on with his family and not be the demon for calling Terry Clifford. Oh, Terry Clifford, she is just so upbeat and so nice, but so droll and so fat and ugly that she was taken to pieces. I do love Patrice O'Neill's observation of Terry Clifford, saying that she would just have no defense. And he goes into detail of how he would seduce Terry Clifford with no effort whatsoever because she just hasn't experienced that before and she has no defense against it.
Thank you very much. And thanks for the $4.99. You're like
Oh,
a perfect,
geez.
You're a perfect supporter. Perfect. Give a few shekels and you give me content. You're perfect. Don't go anywhere.
You call that content? Okay.
Don't get butthurt like Minaj did.
What'd you do to Minaj,
right. Let's give away
Opie?
the song. So once again, if you just it looks like we got new people. You had 5 people going to a
Okay.
sub. They went down to
Okay, that's still very funny. Like seeing new people when you're me and it's just a hobby, and I haven't done any social media work. Like in month 2, cutting this up for 1-minute TikToks and YouTube shorts. That's in the notes to do as I go over these simple things in the beginning, and it's like, all right, let's focus on these simple things. And yeah, it makes sense for me to notice brand new people, but Opie noticing brand new people still, he's been doing this for a while, these live streams,
down in the middle of the
still
ocean, 900
one new
off the
person
coast of Cape Cod, and they lost touch with the submarine, and they only have oxygen until somewhere around Thursday, and they're scrambling trying to find this damn thing. A billionaire went on this thing who I guess is kind of famous for doing stuff like this. He holds all sorts of world records. He went up in a
do we need to jump ahead,
stupid
Opie?
rocket that looks like a penis.
It'll be more of the same.
And these tourists,
he might be on to
if there's only 5 in the submarine,
something,
I'm assuming they only have one
boring on a scale of 8 rather than 9.5.
4 paid $250,000 each. So this company is bringing in $1 million just to take people down to the Titanic.
Oh man! Can someone help cut all together the clips of Opie Math and put it next to Steiner Math?
And the song of the day. The song of the day
7/8
from
chance.
Thomas Dolby. I can't.
All right, we've got some super chats. Let's jump up to super chat time over at Opie.
Thank you, brother.
A lot of cheersing, in the hour.
But John knows, like when he comes up in the fall, I got him. I think John, now we're leading. You've given me enough money that I think next time you come up to New York, I gotta take you for the legendary fried chicken that I used to go with Vic Henley to get, especially, and Carl a few times.
Oh, unfunny Vic and dead Carl.
Oh my! How did I go through
and
life?
all your other friends that left you?
All these
or would rather
years
die than see you again.
That you dip your fried chicken in a good honey, not the fake honey, the real honey.
Honey mustard barbecue, 5 parts honey, honey mustard, 1 part barbecue.
Been with me a million years. Not one of you.
The barbecue is overpowering. You don't want to go half and half.
What's wrong with you?
Honey mustard and
Take
barbecue.
Care of the kid.
But
now
it just tastes like barbecue. A lot of places do that with the 1-in-1, 5-to-1 honey mustard to barbecue. That'll get you a good mix.
One of my submarines is missing.
Is he talking about the deep sea diver again?
Submarines? Let me look. I'm all cocky and I don't even know.
Do you want to talk about the crustaceans down there, Ope? the crustaceans that Jesse Ventura saved when I went down in the deep sea diver and I had to get on the 300 pounds of equipment to go out and save all those little crustaceans around the volcanic vent. I knew that I was making a difference. I had to take these big muscles and punch into the ground to create new fissures in the soil of volcanic vents for them to survive.
All right, let me
Deep sea diver.
Yeah, it's one of
Jesse
our
Ventura.
submarines. Okay, not
I
one
think
of
I
my
need to pitch
submarines.
this cartoon. Young Jesse Ventura,
and I would love to play a
deep
little of
sea
this for
diving
you, but then
demolitions
YouTube will flag
expert.
me. YouTube, you gotta relax. You really gotta
coming
update
this
some of
fall
your
to Adult
stuff
Swim.
before
Deep sea
everyone leaves and
diving
goes elsewhere
Jesse
with their live streaming.
Ventura
One of our
demolitions. I missed in there. That needs to be
submarines
long
is
at the beginning with all the
missing,
other
and then it adds tonight. I don't
does.
hear tonight when I listen to the song, but it's in there. One of our submarines is missing tonight. Seems she ran aground on maneuvers. One of our submarines. A hungry heart to regulate their breathing. One more night. Oh my God. The winter boys are freezing in their spam tin. This is all what's going on right now.
Where's the next super
Thomas
chat?
Dolby knew this was going to happen.
He's got to leave that $20 up there for a long time.
Shit. He saw the future. Did I just get another? All right. I'm focusing on super chats. I'm going for a money grab right now on a Tuesday.
That's what
your son can
big old money grab
and get too smooth.
Going by the Shuley model, how to grab money.
Not because, Chuck, I've known you for a while. I've never met you officially, but this guy's always done right by me. The people that do right by me, it doesn't go unnoticed. Trust me.
I do left by Opie.
So thank
Fuck you. Yeah, Chip.
The $9.99 is just a little extra bonus. I just appreciate that you push and fight back against the nonsense online, and there's a lot of it. The other big news, really interesting. Donald J. Trump went on
I think
Fox
this is
News
becoming a troll. Vinny from the Creep Off has been sending him money to say get some smoothies, and he didn't mean it as a troll at first, but I think this is this get yourself some smoothie money is starting to turn into people fucking with him.
And Brett Baer, who I believe was all in with the Trumpster for a while, he was on the Trump. Trump
GH, I could go out to the store and get the smoothies for you.
In this interview, and the clips are being played all over the place. In the morning, just so you know, I click on
Greg Hughes. Still makes
Fox,
me think
CNN,
of good
and
more than
MSNBC.
Greg Hughes.
I try to do the whole circuit. All right, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? What are they talking about? And it's so
I just got myself one, but it came out of my own pocket. I wouldn't want to discomfort you in your financial situation, that GH.
Because if you're only a Fox viewer or if you're only an MSNBC viewer with CNN kind of teetering in the middle, sort of. I mean, they go back and forth.
Opie News and Politics Talk. This is
squeeze your toes over here. That's it. I mean, if you're only watching one news source, of course we're gonna have problems and be divisive in America. But what I
Anthony
found
has strong
opinions.
that
MSNBC,
everyone running is just corrupt. At least have a fucking message, like vote third party. That's my message. Vote third party. In some states, the Green and the Libertarian is on the ballot. So as we come up to the election next year, vote third party, either Libertarian or Green. We'll decide as they come forth. But all we need is the 5%. People, you're being silly when you we're not trying to win. We just need to throw a monkey wrench into the duopoly, and maybe it becomes a triopoly, which is fun, especially with two women. But it throws a monkey wrench into things.
She does all this weird stuff while she's on camera because she doesn't have anything really to say. So she'll pick up her coffee and make believe it's the most important thing. And then she'll start looking for papers. And then she'll take a pen and make believe she's writing notes. She adds nothing. Literally nothing. She's
hold on. Let me get that ISO'd, Opie. Let me mute myself. Let me go back and just get that ISO'd. So we have that for later. No, we want Opie full screen. And we're going to just let him go on about that for a moment.
And then she'll take a pen and make believe she's writing notes. She adds nothing. Literally nothing. She's like the definition of what we used to say, the hole back in the day. But with that said,
Okay,
and she blocked me.
nothing adds nothing. Doesn't apply to
blocked people too,
anyone
so
that was
what are you
saying
gonna
that
do?
at all.
Um,
Oh, that's another reason
but,
why I love DSP. I know that's not getting a lot of views, but I am once I cut those clips up, I think we'll get some DSP detractors watching as they become more accessible. He talks all the time, so self-unaware about changing with the times, putting in effort. He will never get old to me, and I would really like to see him do well in streaming, because when this hits the wall, he's fucked. Whatever bag boy job he gets at his 60-year-old, he's fucked.
They were playing the clips on MSNBC, and they were praising Brett Baer's interview with Donald J. Trump. And it's something I said last week on the live stream. They see weakness in Trump, so they're going to go all in, and everyone's going to start piling on. You watch. Now, I don't think it's as brave now to go after Trump.
Opie, this is a topic that hasn't been done to death.
He had that massive popularity.
2016. Glad
they're
you put in your 2 cents. Not dead tired of it. I suppose the general public is still interested in it.
It wasn't
Knock it
about
off,
the money,
general
'cause
public.
we knew that
tired of hearing
at
that.
the time for us, Clear Channel wanted us bad, and they wanted us to go up against Howard Stern, so we were going to make the money back. So I was trying to get us out of the goddamn contract, and they basically shut your mouth for the remaining days of your contract, and that's what they're trying to do with Tucker Carlson. But
yeah, just send them dark. Like, this is to do a wrestling analogy, because I'm a big fucking geek. You're jobbing on the way out, taking you dark. You're jobbing on the way out, and everyone else is seeing it. It's not like in the territory days where Detroit's not seeing the Georgia guy get jobbed out before he comes in as top guy. They're jobbing you out. They've got, maybe it is just vitriol. They're pissed off at you, and they're taking you off the air, and you're not going to be able to say anything, and your stock is going down the longer that you're off the air, as you witnessed when you went off the air voluntarily for 18 months before
social media,
your low effort podcast.
But it's very similar.
All you needed was E-Rock. All you needed was a producer.
But they're scared
to not make it low effort. You didn't need to put in the effort.
Pay out your contract, and
but no, I want low effort across the board on this Opie radio podcast.
In a way we were. I mean, we had a huge run on satellite radio, of course.
What is it with you shock jocks and then low effort?
Doing, in regular radio.
Like when you run a circus sideshow like Howard Stern did, you can be low effort. When you're just a guy, you need more effort. You could just, copy the Howard Stern method, like Opie still wants to do, but obviously he's taken a turn. Or, the other person who I've said a bunch about, I'll say more about him again in an episode focusing on him.
The exposure, the audience we
had, on him all the time every episode.
Absolutely insane. So
hey, there's the first one. Strike for hitting the mic with my earphones.
Tucker Carlson ain't going to be hurt by this. Not at all. But I think he's got to wait another, I think it's like a year before he's out of that Foxconn contract.
Getting paid to stay home.
All right.
Not bad money, but frustrating creatively. Yes.
Nika was blushing over Trump years ago and did a complete.
And that was Opie and Anthony's last firing. The church thing. They were getting paid to stay home. They're getting paid a lot of money, and the network was not letting them out of their contract because they would have went to another company, and they would have been the number one radio show in whatever markets they were competing with the company that just fired them. So yeah, just very strategic appearance. They don't want Tucker going somewhere else and pulling away all those viewers that would be watching their network. Tucker could pull them away right now with his popularity, but just push Tucker under the rug for the remainder of his contract for a year. And a lot of those people will no longer be used to watching Tucker, and they won't seek him out at his new network, and they'll retain a bigger number of current Tucker fans because they won't be Tucker fans anymore.
I said this to people in my house yesterday. I was an early Trump supporter. I was.
He'll retain some, but not all.
Was when I realized he doesn't really
just
care
being
about
put on ice.
The people as much as he claims to, and he really loves the attention, and he's the biggest narcissist that has ever lived. that's when I had to turn on the guy. But before that, I loved him. I loved how he was in the microwave. Mike, NASCAR baby. Mike,
What about weed
microwave.
seeds?
All right, you cannot take weed seeds and make weed corn in the
Rim
microwave.
shot.
Mike, NASCAR baby. Mike, are you okay?
Really,
do
at
a
this point in the
wellness
game, you
check
don't
on
have a
Mike?
rim shot? I have
think we
that
need
clip
to
ready
do
to
a-
be pulled. I didn't pull like that like the other ones. Well, as I say, 90% done. I made them in the wrong format on iMovie, and StreamYard will not detect them, so I don't have those today. Hopefully, we'll have a handful of drops tomorrow. But Opie, you don't have any drops? Get yourself a dozen drops. You don't even need a lot of drops.
Do a wellness
Rim
check
shot,
on Mike
though.
O'Donnell.
That's
Let him
going
know.
on my initial
Are you all
board.
right, Mike? All right. Oh man, I literally wanted to talk about this guy today. I'll take you inside the process, Spuds Buckley, but I can't say his name and I can't remember his name half the time. This guy is unbelievable. He's leading the majors in strikeouts and I think home runs. I think you're right. He's a pitcher that can hit. And I don't know why we haven't had a guy like this we get one every once in a while, sort of.
Pardon me, folks.
I don't understand why you're really good at pitching and you played baseball your whole life, but you don't know how to hit. I never understood that. When we were growing up, the pitcher would slap at the ball. Every once in a while, he would squeeze out a single.
that
and then
ball.
he'd run to first base, and they would basically put a winter coat on the guy to protect his arm and keep it warm. The pitchers, when I was growing up, were so fragile. They hated when they had a bat.
Opie, learn your
Batted
French.
ninth. Sometimes they would try to bunt their way onto first base. It was a complete waste of an at-bat. And then they carefully run to first base. And then
I did grow up a fan of American League, so I am used to the designated hitter rather than the pitcher hitting at the end. I know there's some baseball purists who say shenanigans. I'm with them on those giant pizza box bases. That's shenanigans. Too big a base. But yeah, designated hitter has always made sense to me over the pitcher getting in the lineup. But I am understandable of you purists not enjoying a DH.
It's like
a DH for GH.
And make sure the guy has a coat on. In case
I'll be your DH, GH.
Never understood that. I played with a lot of guys that knew how to pitch and hit. So what happens when you get up to that major league?
Oh yeah,
I know you've
I was one of those who pitched and hit.
Albie, you
remember me?
Well. But this guy, forget it. He's a great pitcher and he's a great batter. He should basically win the MVP every single year until he retires because no one has skills.
Did that whole joke as if pitcher and hitter were the joke.
I wanted to talk about
Ohtani.
Is it Ohtani? I think that's how you say his last name, right? Yeah. But he's up.
Any
there.
final words?
Oh man, they used to, even in the major leagues, would yell "easy out." Easy out when the pitchers came up. Not anymore with those Ohtani. I mean, when he gets a single, he runs to first base.
Let's see, we've got another super chat. Yeah, let's check in with that super chat for the final words of Greg Opie Hughes today.
Birdie putts, Tom Taylor. That's me. When I play golf, all I want is a couple birdie putts. That's it. That's all I can expect.
Weighty.
My
some birdie disc golfs.
Robert Spahn just gave
I'm still not that
Robert,
good.
I had a question for
birdies
you
regularly.
Shit, what was it? And I was hoping you were in the room. I think it was a basketball question, and you weren't around yet.
You're all specifying what the money is for. I don't know why that tickles me so much because they're like, now Opie, you spend this on ice cream.
How much money?
You spend this on ice cream for the family, Opie. The other one was ice cream for you, but this is ice cream for the family.
$3 billion. I think that might have been the question. What did Jordan pay to be the majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets? All right, Robert Spahn, $10. 10 spot for the kid. I might have.
What did he pay to be the coach for the Slutnuts after the Hornets?
Cheesecake Sunday for breakfast as I take care of my very sick cat. Sorry about that, bro. Awesome 3-hour stream on Friday.
Send him to Reggie's Corner.
That was crazy. I think that's gonna be the thing. You know, I know Vincent Scaramuzzo has been encouraging me to bring back the beer show, so I think I'm going to try to do that on Fridays, where we just go long form, grab some beers.
You need to edit
and I
that,
just go
Opie.
through my
You
phone
definitely need some
and,
post-production.
and grab people and say, click on this link and join us.
Get your
It
one
was
guy
fun, man.
to do
I
some
really enjoy
post-production.
that. Thank
Shouldn't
you.
take them longer than a day.
Opie on the nighttime
Maybe
attitude.
only a
Thank
morning.
you, Robert Spawn.
Actually, no, you're going to film everything. It's going to take them
Sunday.
goddamn ever to
Cheesecake
cut
Sunday
that
for
down.
breakfast. You know what I've been having for breakfast? I beg my wife. I just beg her. I beg her. I'm a
For
very
sex?
good eater.
Let's
But
skip
with the
dinner.
kids,
Fuck.
There's always junk in the house, so that's made it tough over the last few years. But if she buys birthday cake stuff, I'm good. I'm not a fan of the birthday cake flavor. Oh, you weren't asking? Okay. But for Father's Day, she didn't get one. She got 2 pies, and that's my weakness right there. If you want to get to me, like a good strawberry rhubarb pie is my kryptonite, and it's sitting on the counter. So as I turn this off, I'll just cut
Max
another
is
little
out
sliver.
time 2.
Damn. Wait, were you referencing the Star Chamber, Mike? Star Chamber was an amazing movie with Michael Douglas. I think that was the early '80s. Where
Look at him getting off on a whim like me. We're two of a kind, Opie. That's why I should be your new Kenny.
They saw that there was so much injustice in the judicial system, so they took it upon themselves to.
Okay, whatever you're talking about, that's enough. Tapping out. We'll get to some TikTok videos. This one is a demonstration of why you should be careful with your marketing when you ask for something and people deliver. Is it what you want? This may be an oversight, but the ones who came up with it are not this driver. So
honk if you love pizza. Okay.
He's doing what the sign asked. I love pizza. It didn't say the duration. Okay, 3 times in quick succession if you like pizza. And only 3 times. Someone in marketing thought this was such a great idea. This driver would disagree. Okay, and next up, we have we couldn't get the rights to Total Recall, so we will be having a suited Total Recall movie this evening, all done by Acutely Curious. Oh, I thought I was going to butcher that. I think that came out correctly. Acutely Curious.
You're coming with me. Didn't. No. See you at the party, Victor.
You can tell that she's doing that from like her own home with her parents in the next room, with how she's feigning the yells. No, you got to get some sound foam for you. That's on my wish list. That I won't be purchasing that until we get a business account. But yeah, you can see that Acutely Curious does not have the sound foam. And finally, we usually have a pretty lady. I think this is an OnlyFans. I saw an article saying an OnlyFans has a independent game producer wanting to create a game off of her TikToks. And this is what would this be, like the point and click RPGs of the day that Molly Moon 2 is bringing us.
Hi, you must be my date. You're late. Order us some food. I'm bored. I love them. You're unbelievable.
All right. Oh no.
Yuck. Nice job picking the restaurant.
This. I'll save this.
That's it. Sick 'em, boy.
Oh no, boss fight. I wasn't prepared for a boss fight. I didn't level up. I was not prepared. So hopefully coming to consoles and streaming this fall. Thank you, Opie, for being boring. Thanks for bringing us a good boring, Opie. And thank you for coming.